Hello and welcome to this video where I'll be redrawing a classical painting in my style. So this challenge is inspired by Phoebe's Art here on YouTube, who made a series on redrawing classical paintings in her style, and I will be leaving a link in the description to her channel. Definitely recommend checking her out. So the painting that I decided to try to redraw is Girl with a Pearl Earring, painted by Jonas Vermeer in 1665. So the reason that I chose this classical painting is because it is a portrait and I do like drawing portraits, and also because I wanted to try something simple out and see if I really liked redrawing classical paintings in my style. So this is mostly just a test piece. So here you can see me struggling a little bit trying to figure out the forms of the face and how I wanted to do it. In the end, I decided to stop trying to line the face and just go right in with the shading, because that usually helps me kind of carve out the features more correctly. Otherwise, eyeballing it with just lines is not doing it for me. So here I am shading the face, starting with that, and I think it looked pretty good at this stage. I quite liked it. And during this stage of the process, I was always trying to remind myself not to copy the drawing completely, to try to make it my own. And what makes my drawings mine? Humongous eyes, I thought. So I gave her humongous eyes, which I kind of regret now. I kind of wish I had given her a bit smaller eyes. Not at this stage though. Here I'm still liking it. I'm still feeling this drawing. And yeah, here I'm drawing the lips. I think they're cute. I made the nose a little bit smaller, which I think might have been a mistake because then it looks a bit off, but it's fine. I put some more shading in. I draw her body, little pearl in her ear, which is of course her main attraction. That's the name of the painting, the girl with the pearl earring. I always end up really liking my sketches that I put this much effort into, the sketches with the shading and the light and shadows, but the downside to that is that I never like the finished result as much as the sketch, because this sketch is so nice. I really like the sketch, but nothing can really top the sketch, which is not as good. Here I start the coloring process. So I start by laying down the flat colors. I mostly color pick from the painting, but not the skin tone. I use my own skin tone for this, and then I just fix it later on. It looks a little bit too pinkish here, or too beige, but I add a lot of light. And the brush that I'm using here is Spectra from the painting section, and it is really nice and adds a little bit of a texture, which I think fits the painting. I also add some blush. I know she doesn't have that much blush in her original one, but I thought it would add a little bit more life to her face. I tried to keep the line art quite soft, so I go with brown instead of black, because the original painting has really soft features. Like, she has very soft eyes and everything is painted very softly. She also doesn't have any eyelashes or eyebrows, which was bugging me throughout the process because I always wanted to give her eyebrows and eyelashes. But I fought through it and she did not get any of those details. Here I go back into some of these eye details and also give her some shiny highlights. So I highlighted a little bit more around her nose, on the top of her nose, and then also her lips, because I saw in the original painting that she had some nice shine on her lips. So I was really excited about that, so I at least got to put that in there. And then her eyes look gray in the painting, so I just decided to make her eyes the same colors as the pearl, but with a little bit of blue in there to kind of tie the head scarf thing into the face as well. I also gave her face a lot of tiny little lines. I did this for one of my previous drawings where I was like practicing drawing eyes, and I really liked it, and I thought it would fit here as well because I wanted more texture. You can't really see it very well in the time-lapse, so I did a little screen recording here as well because I have a feeling you would be able to see the lines very well. But this is how they look in real life, and also the colors. The colors are a lot stronger here than in the time-lapse, which is sad because this is how it actually looks. But yeah, those are the lights. And then back to the time-lapse. Here I do the rest of the headscarf, which was really fun. It's a lot of light and shadow there. Same with the clothes, a lot of just light and shadow everywhere. And that was really fun as well. I really liked the trying to add little textures because she has this ruffly thing on her sleeve. And yeah, and here are the eye shines. I regret those. Those didn't really fit the painting, but here's the final result. I think it turned out pretty good. Not great, but still good. Here it is next to the original. And here is her with eyelashes, because I couldn't resist. But honestly, I think she looks better without them. And that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you again next week. Goodbye.